Hey everybody, I just wanted to give you kind of a midweek to end of week little video real fast just to make sure we're all on the same page and we're heading to the same goal. Right now I'm on the dashboard of our Canvas, and I just want to make sure that you are all having the same view of your dashboard. You want to make sure that you're seeing these square course cards on your dashboard. If you do not see those square course cards, then you want to go up to these three dots up here and you want to make sure that card view is checked. If that is not checked, you may be in what they call like a list view, and you might not be able to see your classes and what you need to do as well. So please go to those three dots right up there and choose card view to make sure that you see all of your classes in that square card view. All right, I'm going to go into one of the algebra classes. If you're in first block or third block, it's the identical class. It's the same thing, so doesn't matter which one we go into. There's your front page right there. Just a reminder that we do have daily Zoom calls every day for Algebra 1. So if your internet will allow you to join a Zoom call, I highly encourage you to jump on and join. You can get your questions answered, and I can do some tutoring during that time. And so it's just a nice way to actually feel like you're in class with me. So please join the Zoom calls. Also, check out these Zoom call expectations. It's just some etiquette that we need to follow, make sure that we are being polite during our Zoom calls. So check that out. Join a Zoom call. I'm online every single day waiting to answer your questions. All right, so you're going to go into modules, and I know that like the majority of you have got this down. You're doing awesome. But I want to make sure, just in case a few of you are not getting everything, that you see me demonstrate this. So you're going to go to the week that we have assignments, and you are going to go by each day, and you're going to complete each one of these items for the day. Now, it looks like there's quite a few things for Tuesday and Wednesday, but they're short. They're really small things that you just need. It's review, so that way we don't forget the material from Unit 1. Make sure you go down through each one of these and complete each one. On Tuesday, we had an individual assignment on simplifying radicals. Your individual assignments need to be done on paper. We're getting into the main foundational concepts of algebra. And we're going to be solving equations, and we're going to be doing a lot of steps. I need to be able to see your thought process through your steps. I don't want to see just a final answer. If you hand in work that is just a big list of answers, I am going to ask you, with love, to redo that assignment and resubmit it to me using all of the steps and showing all of your work. We are not just focusing on the final answer. I need to see the process. That is so important. So that way, when you go on to other math classes, you'll have the right skills and you'll know exactly what you're doing, and it'll be really easy. Right now in Algebra 1, you need to be doing your individual assignments on paper, and then you can hold your paper up to the Chromebook and take a picture of it. You do not have to have a cell phone. A lot of people have been handing in their work by taking pictures with the Chromebook, and they come out beautifully. I can see everything, and it's awesome. So if you're one of those people, keep up the good work. I love seeing all of your steps. If you are somebody that has been just typing answers, know that going forward, I am going to ask you to redo these assignments. You can still get full credit on them, but I need to see your steps. So thank you in advance for showing all of your work and submitting those assignments that would be done on paper by taking pictures of them. Wednesday, we had quizzes. We had another spiral review. This would be done on paper. And I opened up the Unit 1 retest. This is a retest opportunity from last week. So if you didn't like your grade on last week's test, or you didn't do last week's test, this is your chance to get a grade in Power School and maybe improve your score. Some of you have done this retest, but not very many of you have taken advantage of this. This is open to you until Saturday, the 12th at midnight. So please take advantage of this retest opportunity. All of our tests are open notes this semester. You can have all of your notes near you. You can go back and rewatch the video before you take the test and review a lot. Please take advantage of all these opportunities for you to do well on these tests. Make sure you get that retest done by Saturday at midnight. Today, we had a Wiser Me. We're doing a Kahoot challenge right now. And we had another review practice. Today's Thursday, and its individual assignment is also going to need to be done on paper and submitted to Canvas. Tomorrow, we are just doing a Wiser Me, just a quick little review in Wiser Me. Don't forget to click the blue hand in button in Wiser Me in order to get credit for that. Otherwise, I don't see your assignment at all. And I like to make sure that I can give you feedback, and that's the only way I can give you credit is if you click hand in. And then tomorrow we have part 2 of the Unit 1 assessment. So the part 1 and the part 2 are 2 different test grades in Power School. Tomorrow's test, you have until tomorrow night, Friday night, the 11th, until midnight to turn that in. That testing window will only be open until midnight. Get all of your properties notes next to you and go into the test and do a great job. One of the other things I want to talk about is, especially for the tests and any kind of like assessments or quizzes, is that we are using Desmos. You do not need a handheld calculator for Algebra 1. And the Desmos version that we are using is the graphing calculator. So I'm going to click up here and show you which one I'm talking about. This is the graphing calculator version that we are using. Let me go to the actual website so you would see it. So this is what it would look like when you pull it up. And we are clicking on this blue button right here, graphing calculator. In middle school, you used the scientific calculator in Desmos. That is no longer used when you're in high school Algebra 1. We are using the graphing calculator. All of those things that we learned about sliders and evaluating expressions only work in the graphing calculator version of Desmos. So if you had an expression like a squared minus b, you would get these little choices down here. These are the slider choices, and you would click all. Let's say that the question wants to know the answer when a is 10 and b is -5. You would type those in to these 2 spots, and then in this gray box, Desmos is going to calculate the answer. Now, of course, I know a lot of you want to just do these mentally in your head, and that's awesome. I think that's great. Do them in your head, but then use Desmos to check your answers, okay? We cannot use the scientific calculator. We can only use the graphing calculator in Algebra 1. We are scheduled to take an SOL on this course in either late December or early January, depending on how things work out with the calendar. We will be done with Algebra 1 at the end of this semester. So you will be done with Algebra 1 in January. And then you'll have a whole new set of classes in the spring. So that's why we need to make sure that we're using the correct calculator, because this is going to be the calculator that they are going to have in the SOL. You won't have a handheld calculator, and we won't be using the scientific calculator. So just wanted to make sure everybody was clear on that in case you had questions. We need to use this graphing calculator for Desmos. If you have any other questions regarding that or this class or the SOL, please join our Zoom calls if you can, or shoot me an email. And I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your week.